The particle of water and molecule of water is being used interchangeably here. Hydrogen oxide is being used as water because it is particle theory. Everything in the world is made out of particles. So is water. A single molecule of water is hydrogen oxide. Wet means covered or saturated with water or another liquid. A single particle of water is not covered or saturated with water or another liquid. Therefore, a single water particle is not wet. However, a droplet of water is wet. There are billions of water particles, hydrogen oxide, in the droplet. Each molecule of hydrogen oxide, water, is covering or saturating each other. Thus, it is wet. If you were to argue that water isn't wet but makes things wet, answer me this: if something makes something else wet, how could they wet something without themselves being wet? If a towel isn't wet, how can it make other things wet? If water isn't wet, how can it make other things wet? If water truly makes things wet, then a single particle, molecule of water wouldn't be wet but can make things wet. However, if we were to add another particle, molecule of water, the first hydrogen oxide would touch the second hydrogen oxide, making the second hydrogen oxide wet, but then the second hydrogen oxide would touch the first back, resulting in the first hydrogen oxide also being wet.